evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Today, we are doing a series that has been long awaited. Why I mean long awaited, this series is almost about 3 years old because I actually did make a video with Galactic God. This video was called Battle of the Gods, and for the people that don't know, we are playing the best of the decks. But before I get into that, I just wanted to let you guys know we are using Ultimate Guard sleeves, and these sleeves are amazing. I will do a product review on them later. This video is brought to you by Ultimate Guard, just to let you guys know. Back to the Battle of the Gods series, we are playing the best of the decks. Dragon Rulers at full power, which means we have 3 of the big dragons, 2 of the baby dragons, except for, you know, lightning, because that's actually a long story. We're not even going to talk about why we don't use lightning. You have to probably be in part of the format, or only one lightning. You have to be a part of the format to know. But and how we get these decks is that we go around and we look at the best of the decks during the time of the format, and then we compose a little bit of our own, but more often than not, it's probably using the best. Dragon Rulers was modified without effect or without maxis, because I mean, are you really gonna maxi spellbooks? And then the spellbook deck, I believe, is the second place World's Winners deck, and a couple of other tweaks into it just to make it a lot more formidable. The best thing about this Battle of the Gods series is that both decks can do something I love to call Mega Evolving. Now, Mega Evolving is basically taking the deck that we have at its best and making it a step further by using cards that we currently can use to make, guess what, the deck better. So for example, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a spoiler alert because you're new to it. When Spellbooks get to Mega Evolve, they get to play Perform Mage cards that allow them to make the deck obviously a lot better. When Dragon Rulers get to Mega Evolve, they get to play Dark Matter, so that's also a very interesting thing. I know you guys are like, Cali Effect, that's a little too powerful. It's actually pretty balanced when you have 2 amazingly powerful decks going into the format. Now, there is a couple of rules about Mega Evolving. You can only Mega Evolve when you are down by 2 games or it's the last possible game to be played. That's just to balance it out. I don't want Dragon Rulers getting up by 2 games and then Mega Evolving. And I'm pretty sure you guys also want to see the decks at full power, you know, playing against each other before they get to Mega Evolve. And the next thing, people always wonder what Dragon Rulers or what X amount of deck would do with the cards they have available right now. Well, obviously, this is a video you guys can see. I feel personally that Mega Evolution allows me to balance certain decks as well as allow other decks to compete with each other. For example, I'm going to spoil it a little bit more. Gladiator Beast will be able to play in this, not only because, you know, it's a very old deck and it was a great deck once at its time, its Mega Evolution allows it to be able to compete with decks like Dragon Rulers. Same thing for Madolches and a couple of other decks in between. I am excited to give that to you guys. Now, since we've basically went into all of the explanatories, I can talk more so about the game. This time around, as you guys can see, I have a little boy on the field. I have Jowgen the Spiritualist, a very good card at the time of the moment, to prevent the opponent from special summoning Dragon Rulers, and I also have quite a few counters on Starhawk. Wiener's about to take some pretty significant damage. Unfortunately, he keeps effect veiling my little boys, so I can't gain their effects. This time around, I'm going to be able to resolve a ton of Spellbook cards, continuously adding to my Spellbook Starhawk, another pivotal part of the strategy to Spellbooks, because all of the monsters that you played were relatively weak. Starhawk and Jade, and that being able to activate a lot of Spellbooks in one turn, allowed me to put a lot of counters on Spellbooks, making my weak monsters a lot stronger. As you guys can see, I'm pretty sure Jowgen's 2000 attack in this one, so I mean, that pretty much says it. I'm going to pass it back to Alex Wiener. I mean, and since Jowgen is already strong enough that he can't necessarily summon a monster, he's going to concede the match. And when I mean summon a monster, he can't summon a monster stronger than Jowgen and just attack over it, because that's normally what you'd be able to do if Starhawk didn't exist. On the game 2, the Cali Effect takes game 1. Let's see if Alex can rebuttal. He's obviously going to choose to go first because we are going by the old rules, since that's what these decks played in. So he gets to draw 6 cards. He's going to Gold Sarcophagus, and I wonder what he's going to Sarco into. It's the Tempest, and the Tempest is going to add the Tempest. Now, I want to give you guys a fair warning about this. Alex didn't get to play in the Dragon Ruler format, so he doesn't know much about the decks and how it exactly plays. We're more so doing this just so I can show you guys these series before, you know, Spellbooks and Dragon Rulers get a rematch. That, and he's pretty apt at a couple of other decks, so you'll be able to see him play to the decks to the best of abilities then. He's going to special summon another Dragon Ruler, and then I'm pretty sure he's going to go into Draco Sack. Unfortunately, oh wait, what just happened? I think he just added it and he was trying to special summon. I don't know what happened. He only has Tidal on the field, so, you know, hopefully, or maybe I'm trying to tell him he could do better. And he's like, no, I don't want to do better. I'm Alex. I can't do better. Or you know what? Actually, I think he tried to resolve Tempest's effect again after Gold Sarking it. I'm going to go ahead and activate Star Hall and then give him 10,000 life points by activating 2 Upstart Goblins, trying to dig into my deck. The best thing about Upstart Goblin is that I can activate it when J-Day is on the field, and J-Day will gain a quote-unquote counter to be able to add me a Spellbook card on my turn. He's going to rip the Heavy Storm and destroy my Star Halls, and I'm not going to get any effects because Star Hall's a card. I'm hoping that Jowgen is going to prevent him from summoning Yu-Gi-Oh monsters, but apparently it didn't. He's going to summon Blaster, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty nice Blaster you got there. I hope you don't, like, you know, wreck my monsters with the Blaster. He fans his graveyard. He activates Super Rejuve. Yeah, this is pretty much game. Or, I'm sorry, he actually special summoned the Blaster with Burner, so it goes back to his hand at the end phase. It's just to protect his dragons. Back to his turn, he gets the Blaster back, he destroys my Kaiku. I'm pretty sure that's all he has. Or he's going to go ahead and special summon a Tidal from his hand. Or from his deck using String. My apologies. Feeling a little flabbergasted right now seeing this deck in action. He's going to special summon Tidal again through its regular effect and then Tempest. And that's a lot of damage on board. I'm just happy that only Tempest or one of the Tidals can't attack. He's going to swing for 5,000 damage, effectively putting me down to 3,000. He has a 7,000 point differential. And then he's going to Exceed Summon into a Draco Sack, which is going to get lost by a Solemn Warning. Down to 1,000 life points. I really don't need more than 1 life point to win this game. I think I'm going to go ahead and concede the match because the only thing I have is Jowgen. I mean, I could end my turn, give him the Jowgen back, but watch Alex and his trickiness. The Raigeki break for the Jowgen. Yeah, we're going to game 2. You won that one. Let's get back into game 3. I'm going to go first, obviously. Ooh, Spellbook of Secrets. Unfortunately, I didn't start off with J-Day, but I'm going to use Spellbook of Secrets to search the J-Day, which is always a good sign. Spellbook of Judgment is going to activate, and I'm going to show you guys why this card is broken. I'm going to summon Kaiku, and then activate Spellbook of Secrets. That's going to put a counter on J-Day. So for every time I get to activate a Spellbook card, I get to put a counter on J-Day. At the end of the turn, I get to add Spellbook cards from my deck to my hand, and then I get to special summon a monster from my deck to the side of the field for as many counters as J-Day there is. At the end phase, I'm going to activate Spellbook of Power to put a 3rd counter on J-Day, but that's all it's going to do, as I can't attack him yet. It puts 3 counters on J-Day, allowing me to special summon Jowgen and then search Spellbook of Secrets, Star Hall, and Spellbook of the Master to my hand. So, in turn, activating the Spellbook of Power wasn't the best thing since I couldn't utilize power fully, but at the same time, it allowed me to get 3 Spellbook counters. He's going to activate the effect of Blaster, destroying my Jowgen by discarding Blaster and Burner. Next, he passes it back to me. I'm going to summon Little Boy. It's going to get Effect Veiler. So now I'm going to activate Spellbook of Secrets. We're going to do this the normal way, I guess. The Little Boy probably would have searched me another J-Day to continue to gain advantage over the Dragon Ruler player, which is Alex. So this isn't looking too good for Alex as Kaiku is still on the field, preventing him from going into his graveyard to special summon monsters. Granted, he did get over the Kaiku, or the Jowgen, but he still can't special summon from the graveyard. The Dragon Rulers really love banishing cards in the graveyard to special summon themselves, whether it's from the hand or the graveyard itself. Secrets is going to get Master. Master's going to copy Secrets to add me Fate, and the ball is pretty much rolling in this game. I'm not 100% sure if he can come back from it. I'm going to set the Fate and then swing for some damage. Am I swinging for damage? No damage? Checking his graveyard? Yeah, I swung for that damage. Kaiku's going to banish the Blaster and the Burner. I'm not 100% sure or remember if that was the best strategy because he still does get Blaster's effect to add Blaster. My reasoning behind it is that right now he lost 2 of his fire monsters. He only has 4 fire monsters left. Unfortunately, he just so happened to have it. I mean, I guess you can't win them all, right? He's going to banish again to special summon Tidal to his side of the field. Unfortunately, it's a Blaster that he already used, so he's not going to be able to get its effect. He's going to attack into my Little Boy and run into a Spellbook of Fate for 3. Ugh, that's nasty. Especially seeing that he already used Tidal's effect, so he's not going to gain the search ability through Tidal either. I'm going to summon my second Little Boy and he's going to Effect Veiler it, which really pisses me off, but it really doesn't matter. Right now, he's looking on a low graveyard, low hand count, and I still have my Spellbook cards. I'm going to add Spellbook of Life, activate it, he's going to Vanities, and I'm going to chain Solemn Judgment. paying half of my life points to essentially special summon Jowgen or Kaiku back to my side of the field. This time around, I'm going to special summon Jowgen and add a counter to Starhawk. That's going to put him down to 3,500 after all the counters with Little Boys. And that's pretty much it. He has nothing else. He can't summon any more Dragon Rulers. Awesome! Here comes my favorite part. Alex is going to go ahead and decide, and that's right. He's going to Mega Evolve his Dragon Rulers. Shout out to Shofu for having all of the Mega Evolutions. So I decided to use Charizard because it's finally a dragon. Back into game, what are we, game 3? Game 3 because he's down by 2. Yes, he is down by 2 games, so he decides to Mega Evolve. And with that, he's going to go ahead and summon Mythic Water to Mythic Tree and then make Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon, essentially forcing me to banish 3 cards from my deck, or 3 monsters from my deck, which could be pivotal to him winning the game. Furthermore, he's going to send 2 more Dragon Rulers and a Wyvern from his deck. The Wyvern's going to go ahead and banish the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. This is actually getting really good. He's going to banish the Red Eyes, or he's going to banish the Wyvern and the Red Ox to special summon the title. And then, oh man, this is getting real good. He's special summoning monsters out the wazoo. This is too much. I don't even know what to say. He's gonna activate Blaster's effect. Oh, I apologize. When he Mega Evolved, he forgot to keep that card in, so he was supposed to keep it in. He's gonna activate Blaster's effect to search the Flameville Guard. I felt that it was best that if he would have summoned Flameville Guard and Synchro Summon for Cyflame Mode Omega, but he opted to summon a Flameville Guard and banish it for the Red Eyes Darkness Metal to make Draco Sack, which isn't a bad play in itself either. Now he has a field full of Dragon, well, used to be Dragon Rulers. He has a Red Eyes Darkness Metal, a Draco Sack, and a big-ass monster, and I have to find a way to get over it. Excuse my language, because that card is really good. I'm going to start off with the J-Day and the Starhawk. Or actually, just double Starhawk. Maybe not. And then I'm going to reveal 3 Spellbooks. Or is that a J-Day? If that's a J-Day, I hella cheated. I'm not even going to lie. That's hella cheating, Callie. You need to read your French cards. That's going to add me... Oh, that is the J-Day. Callie effect, you cheat, you cheat. Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered the other way around. I just would have did it the other way around. Next, I'm going to activate the effect of Jowgen. Or no, I'm not. I'm going to summon Jowgen and use secrets to towers. And then I'm going to reveal Masters to copy the secret to get Fate. Jowgen's effect will destroy his Red Eyes Darkness Metal, his 2 Draco Sack tokens, and his the big monster. I keep forgetting that name. Dark Matter. It'll essentially leave his Draco Sack, but then that's what Spellbook of Fate's for. It'll banish the Draco Sack, so before he gets to do anything with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn. He doesn't get the opportunity to activate his Draco Sack's effect because I use Spellbook of Fate in his draw phase. So, I mean, there pretty much goes it for that. Had I let it stay to main phase, he'd have prayer priority, but he can't special summon monsters anyways. And he's going to attack over the Jowgen with String. What an awesome play. That puts me down to 7,100 life points. Then he's going to card destruction my J-Day artificial man-made hand, and now he's in the roll. He has a pretty good Dragon Rulers in the graveyard. He has new cards from card destruction, and he also got rid of my hand strategy. He's going to special summon Red Ox and Tidal, and then he's going to make another Draco Sack. It's kind of underwhelming with rank 7s we have today. They still aren't really that great compared to the rank 7s that we would have had, or compared to the level 8 Synchros that we have today. My apologies. I'm going to summon Little Boy again. It doesn't get Effect Veiler, so we're going to keep going on with our plays. That's going to get me Spellbook of Life. No, that's not Spellbook of Life. My apologies. Spellbook of Eternity. Eternity for secrets, secrets into masters. Just adding counters to the Starhawk. Passing my turn back to him. Or am I? No, I'm not. I'm revealing Book of Moon because I'm a savage. I actually really do have a Spellbook card to reveal, but you know, revealing Book of Moon is pretty good. Spellbook of Moon is a pretty good joke between us two. So fanning through my graveyard, thinking about the options, the only thing that he has on board is a Draco Sack and a Strain, so it shouldn't be that hard to get rid of. We're going to go ahead and Spellbook of Fate on my turn, the Draco Sack. That's pretty nasty. And then I'm going to Spellbook of Power the Little Boy. Spellbook of Power makes another appearance in this game. Next is Spellbook of Life for the Jowgen. And the Starhawk pretty much keeps the Jowgen afloat. It has a pretty sizable amount of attack. I'm going to search Spellbook of Fate with the Spellbook of Power, and now I am back in the game. Jowgen's going to attack over one of his tokens, leaving Wiener with 1 token left. He's going to Star Hall and banish his Tempest to draw 2 cards. And now he's going to search his deck for another Wind Dragon from his deck to his hand. Him not being able to special summon puts him in a pretty bad pinch, but summoning Rakton might be the answer. He's going to summon Rakton and lose it to a Spellbook of Fate. Furthermore, he's going to scoop the game. Spellbook still taking. Because it is the last possible game, I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve Spellbooks into Mega Spellbooks. I guess. And we use Alakazam because, Alakazam's probably the closest we are going to get to a Spellbook-like Pokemon, because that's just how it rolls. Before we even finish this game, I just wanted to say that Alex played really good for not necessarily knowing Dragon Rulers. I really would not I wouldn't want to see any type of hate in the comments. Also, another thing is that I didn't necessarily build the Dragon Rulers Mega Evolution to the way I wanted it. The engine is extremely huge, and it'll probably take a couple more weeks of playtesting to figure out exactly what will be perfect for Dragon Rulers. With that being said, I wanted to say that this is more of a test match that I wanted to show to you guys, just to show you what the Cali Effect has been cooking up for you guys for the summer. Battle of the Gods is definitely a thing. I want to know the 2 decks that you guys want to see, but most importantly, let's try to get this video to 200 likes so I can actually, take the time out of my day to produce these type of videos. They're not cheap, and they're extremely hard to make. He's going to start off the board with double Draco Sack and a Red Eyes Darkness Metal, which is amazing. But unfortunately, he's playing against Perform Mage Spellbooks, which is not an easy deck to go against. Luster Pendulum's going to destroy Plush Fire to special summon Trick Clown, and then I'm going to activate Magical Abductor. Next, I'm going to pin summon for 2, and then I'm going to make Castell. Castell's going to get rid of the first Draco Sack. Oh my god, I'm already playing more cards than I would have been able to play before the Mega Evolution. This is what Mega Evolution is all about. I'm going to take 1,000 damage and then special summon Trick Clown and make Trapeze Magician. Next, I'm going to Spellbook of Power and then Spellbook of Mastering it. Make him a lot stronger than the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Effectively, me being able to destroy the Red Eyes Darkness Metal and search 2 Spellbooks, one of them being a Fate, the other one being a Secret, is not too good for my opponent. I'm going to pass it back to Wiener, and he's left with 1 measly Draco Sack. But not before I go into my Spellbook of Tower. Okay, I want you guys to keep in mind that I did all of that with no Spellbook of Secret in hand initially. So that should just tell you how bananas this deck can get. I'm going to pass it back to him. He's looking at his field. Or did I even pass it back to him? I think I'm still checking. No. Alright, yeah. This is passing back to him, because I'm going to banish the Draco Sack with the Spellbook of Fate. He's going to special summon Blaster. And here's where things get a lot more interesting. He's going to add Corseca off of that. Next, he's going to special summon... What is he going to special summon? Or no, he's still searching on it. He's going to special summon Tempest. Oh man. He's going in. And then he's going to special summon Redox. With the Tempest and Redox, he's going to make Big Eye to steal my Trapeze Magician. This is awesome. Next, he's going to activate the effect of Trapeze Magician to target Blaster. Blaster can now attack twice. And he's going for some maximum damage here. He's going to swing, effectively bringing me down to 900 life points. Could this be a game 6 inside of this? Oh my god, this is awesome. Just seeing all of these new cards being played between both decks. Like I said, I really need to work back on the Dragon Rulers deck. 200 likes and we'll get back to it. Dragon Rulers Spellbook Ultimate or Battle of the Gods rematch will happen. I'm going to normal summon Little Boy. Little Boy is going to add a Spellbook. Then I'm going to Secrets into Masters, Masters into Fate. And as you guys can see, anytime I can put counters on Magical Abductor, the game can get rolling and the game could very much be in my favor. Furthermore, I'm going to go ahead and add Mirror Conductor with my Abductor. And then I'm going to destroy it to add another Magical Abductor to my hand. I'm going to set Scales again. Cali Effect, you too good with the setting Scales, man. You too good. This deck is real good. I don't run too many monsters. And then I'm going to special summon again. This Pendulum summon might be the last. I'm going to use the Abductor and the Draco Slayer to summon Ignister. Unfortunately, I have no targets in deck because I guess I thought for some reason 2 Luster Pin was enough. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the Damage Juggler and the Mirror Conductor to make the Dweller. Ignister's effect is going to bounce the Big Eye by destroying the Luster, and then he's going to shake my hand because this is pretty much game. Abyss Dweller is going to pretty much do everything I said before and prevent him from special summoning. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Let's get this video to 200 likes if you guys want to see Battle of the Gods. Furthermore, I want to see down below, what would you guys love to see? I have Mermail versus Madolche coming up next. Let me know if you would love to see those two full power decks. Once again, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you watched the whole video. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.